Hello guys, I am Sasikumar from BIT Sindri and this is day 51 of improving my communication skills. And yeah, I have not such too much time to do some extra things. So today we are going to start with some GD points, any topics. After that we will read one part of one chapter of this book, The Art of Explanation by Ross Atkins. Okay, so without wasting single second, we are going to start with our GD topic, that is role of steel in India's infrastructure growth. So if we look at the India's development story once again, if we look at India's development story, steel is truly the backbone of our infrastructure. From the bridge we cross every day to the metro rails, highway, and even high-rise building, everything stands strong because of steel. India is currently the second largest producer of steel in the world, with the production of around 140 million tons in 2024. The government plans to increase this to 300 million tons by 2030, which clearly show how vital steel is for our growth. Projects like Bharatmala, Sagarmala, and the Gati Shakti Master Plan are driving massive infrastructure expansion. Each of these projects requires huge quantity of high quality steel for road, ports, and railways. Even the smart cities mission depends heavily on durable and sustainable steel structure. Now companies like Jindal Steel and Power Limited are playing a key role here. Here they are not only producing a structure and reinforcement steel, but also investing it in high strength and green steel, which helps in reducing the carbon footprint of construction. As a civil engineering student, I believe a steel's versatility, recyclability, and strength make it the most reliable materials for a fast developing nation like India. With domestic production rising under the Atmanirbhar Bharat vision, we are not just building a strong infrastructure. We are not just building a strong infrastructure. We are also building national self-reliance. So that's the points in this GD point, the role of a steel in India infrastructure growth, in which we have to focus on two things. India is the currently second largest producer of steel in the world, and in last 2024, India has produced 140 million tons of steels, and our target is to 300 millions once again 300 millions steels 300 million tons of steels by 2030. And project like Bharatmala, Sagarmala, and the Gati Shakti Master Plan. And this is the massive infrastructure expenses in our country. So, that's also demands too much high quality products, high quality steels for roads, ports, and railways. And as also smart cities depends heavily on durable and sustainable steel structure. And our target is also means means in India, Jindal Steel and Power Limited is playing this crucial role to produce steels. So they are trying to invest in high strength steels and green steel, so that reducing of the carbon footprint of construction, so which helps in reducing the carbon footprints of construction. And as a we are civil engineering student, so our responsibility to use or produce such type of steels that is versatility and recyclability, and that has good strengths in a steel, and also is green steel. So that's the things in uh, role of steel in India structure growth. Okay, so next let's start read one chapter. I have read one chapter, that is precision. Precision. I have already completed this. So precision is it's also important. And sixth one is context. Context is everything in explanation. Nothing in the human experience exists in a vacuum. Something matters because of its relation to other. Something matters because of its relation to other events, people, or knowledge. We all know this is wait a second. Instinctively, but often when we explain something, context is jettisoned in exchange for more detail on immediate subject or event itself. In a news situation, that would mean spending all our time on the event that has just happened and hardly any on the circumstances that led up to it. If you do that, you both risk people not caring as much as they might about what you're describing, and them not understanding it as well as they could. Unless we explain the context, we cannot assume the people we are speaking to will understand why this particular subject matters. And without that understanding, any form of explanation will struggle to be effective. At the dentist, if your tooth hurts, it is relevant that it's hurt for over a week. If you are telling an interviewer that you achieved sales of a certain level, it's irrelevant that they were before you took over. If you are making the case for a change to how your team is structured at work, it's relevant that structures not been changed for 10 years despite several requests. Context is key to making people care and making them understand. Example: one of the greatest demonstration of this came when I was presenting on the BBC World Service in 2011. News had come through the governor of Punjab province in Pakistan, and Salman Teacher had been assassinated by one of his bodyguard. This was a huge story in Pakistan. Salman Taseer was a high-profile figure there. He wasn't, though, very well known around the world. Also in the newsroom on this day was Owen. One second, guys. Wow, one of our junior has called me. Hello. हाँ, सुनने में तो आया है कि कल होगा, मे भी राहुल सर मेल करेंगे। हाँ। हम्म, हम्म, तो सबका तो बोल रहा था कि जिस समय उभरा उस समय ओपन था। मतलब ओपन किया होगा उस समय चालू होगा, लेकिन जैसे हाँ, हाँ, हाँ। तो तुम्हारा टीम था भाई, तुम अपना देख लेता ना, तुम ऐसे तुम तुम हाँ, हाँ, हाँ। होगा भाई, हम बात किए तो बोल रहे थे कि ये राहुल सर मेल करेंगे सबको। अब देखो, होगा तो अच्छा ही है, कि होना तो है, सुनने में आया। देखो, हम भी बात किए तो सर तो बोले थे, फिर उत्सव मतलब हम लोग बात कर रहे थे अपने में, तो बोले कि राहुल सर ही शायद मेल करेंगे सबको। हम्म, हाँ वो तो Oh, sorry guys. Just one of my junior has called me for events that they had participated in an event, so, but due to some reason, their registration has not completed just because of some technical issue, and they were thinking that they had done registration and all. So so they are confirming with me. So I told him to connect with persons who had mentioned maintaining the Google form. So okay, that's the thing. Okay. Also in the newsroom on this day, as Owen Bennett Jones, one of our most senior presenter and a man steeped in Pakistan's past and present. We asked if he had talked to us, and of the back of the news summary, I read a brief introduction and introduced Owen. Owen. What followed as a 5 minute spell of the best explanatory journalism I have ever heard. With no notes, Owen proceeded to unpack with why this matters so much, not just to Pakistan but to all of us. After all, the vast majority of people listening were not in Pakistan. They were in Oregon and Lagos and Sydney and Brussels. Most like me would have been coming to the story with little previous knowledge of that 5 minutes. Less than 60 seconds were spent on what we knew of the attack. The rest was spent on context. Owen placed Salman Teaser's career with the context of Pakistan's democracy, of the intense division around Pakistan's blasphemy, 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 blasphemy laws, the relationship between Pakistan and the West, and the delicate security situation in Pakistan and the region. There are times when a piece of lab broadcasting is so captivating, captivating, you can almost feel the world slowing to see or hear it. These are moments that makes you slay in the car at the supermarket or mean you are late leaving the house. I didn't say anything. My colleagues in the gallery didn't say anything. We all just listened. This is in part a tribute to Owen's eloquence and the knowledge, but it was also a masterclass in understanding the centrality of context. Owen knew that to convey the importance of this movement to people listening around the world, he needed to spend time on the background to assi- assassination. In doing so, he not only taught me about Pakistan but also about the art of explanation. In the years since, I have given more and more a space to context. If you are regular view, sorry guys, in the years since, I have given more and more a space to context. If you are a regular viewer or listener of mine, these are some phrases you may well recognize. The reason this matter is to understand this, we need to remember that all of which connect back to all of which connect back to. This is not happening in isolation. This is important beyond the immediate consequences because you get the idea. To obtain in the past, I have found myself announcing that US interest rate were staying the same or that the world had a new president or that one election or another was happening without offering any help of viewers and listeners who might be asking, why does this matter? Owen's monologue or Salman Taseer taught me the importance of answering that question directly, not just when I am broadcasting, but when I am explaining myself in any scenario. I want to tell people explaining this is why this matters. There are multiple benefits to doing this well. First, you will significantly increase your chance of someone wanting to hear what you say. Then, they if they do listen, their understanding will be enhanced by the context you provide. There is a reverse benefits of trying to provide context. If you are struggling to lay out why what you are planning to say matters, or why one part of what you have to say matters. This should guide how much emphasis and times you give to it. Not everything matters enough to mention, and if you don't feel it matters that much to you, you can be absolutely sure that the people you are addressing will sense that. Many is the time in the newsroom we will be unsure whether to keep a section of a story or a video. It's interesting, but it is essential. We all ask. Context can help you work that you. Ask yourself, why does this matter to the people I am addressing? Now, if we are addressed all six of our criteria so far, then our explanation will be shaping up well. But we need to be sure that within it we are not doing things that create distraction. Alan Little's emphasis on simplicity of language, pure shoot, pure shoot of those obstacles to comprehensions helps a great deal with that. But there is a still more that can be done. That's the thing. That's the things I was. What the things that coming in my mind. Actually, I hope you know that in New Delhi near the Lal Killa, one accident is happened. So that's recalling in my mind. Just before starting this session, I was watched one video that was related to same things, and that rigorously, continuously coming in my mind, and that was distracting me. And yeah, that was one of the means you can see after after Pulwama, this one is one of the biggest attacked by someone. We cannot say directly to Pakistan or someone, but yeah, someone is there connected to the Pakistan and other many things that related to. We are not going to political things, but we know that anyone has done this, but people has lost their lives. And so what we can do means we can keep the mode for 1 minute, 2 minutes. So to right now we are going to 2 minute moves for that person has lost their labs in that accident. uh, yeah, so let's should we start? Just one second. Okay. For we are going to set timer. Just one second. 2 minute more for that person. They had lost their lab without any uh, means we can say in Hindi कि एक but I'm forgetting the brand, but there are Nirdos people and the kind people that they had lost their lab without any reason. So and today is 11/11 manifestation day. We can say everyone think about that, but yeah, that was the day then everyone manifest for their good lab and anything, but some due to some uh, crazy people, just terrorist or anything that you can see that their plan has succeeded and people has lost their life. So now I'm going to stand and I will give 2 minute more. So let's start. भगवान उनकी आत्मा को शांति दे. guys. Yeah, it's heartful, saddest day for our India. Yes, this thing happened in our capital of India. We have to be careful, and yeah, that India is facing many things. Delhi is facing many things like pollution and this type of terrorist attacks. So yeah, it's a bad time for India. As you know, I was watching one reels in which that show that connection to America agenda, all those completely political things. Yeah. So okay. So just I'm going to leave that things, and I'm going for bed so that I can wake up at early morning. Okay, guys. See you next day. Bye bye.